Hello and welcome to today's webinar with Boostability. My name is Kelly Shelton. I'm VP of Marketing. I've been with Boostability for a little over 7 years, and it's been a great, really fun ride. I've learned a lot about online marketing. I've spent 20 years in the marketing industry, and I love what Boostability does for small businesses. Very passionate about that. And it's great to have you with us today. A few housekeeping items. This webinar will be recorded, so if you have to step out, if you miss some of it, we will have the recording for you at the end. Give us about 24 to 48 hours to get that live for you, and we'll share that with you. I really appreciate your participation. I think you're investing time to learn about how to grow your business, and I take that very seriously, and I'm going to do my best to answer all of your questions and also deliver some really good content. If you do have questions, please use the questions feature part of the GoToWebinar. You can also ask via chat. I'll answer all of those questions at the end of the webinar. I should have time to get to most of those, if not all of those questions. So if you do, or if I am going through a topic or a subject that you have want more information on, please ask that in the questions feature. We also do a really good job of, if I'm unable to respond during the webinar, if we run out of time, we'll email you with the answer. We'll research whatever topic you have for us. We want to give you the information that you're looking for. So please ask those questions. Usually that's the best part of the webinar is the Q&A section at the end. Well, great. Wanted to just jump into Google My Business. Google My Business, and Google's been very busy at adding features and tools and a lot of free, really cool things designed to help small businesses grow online, designed to give them a presence where they can be found by potential customers. And so I'm going to cover some of the new features. I'm going to go into some kind of best practices and how you can leverage and get the most out of your Google My Business page and everything you can do. And it's all free. It's all helpful. And it's something that works, that delivers results. So it's really great. And I'll cover a little bit about what Boostability is doing to help small businesses grow as well. All of the free tools that we have that are available to you. So let me just cover the agenda here briefly. As I mentioned, we'll go over Google My Business. We'll go over Boost You. We'll go over best practices. Let's see here, my slides are not there, they're advancing, there we go. Google My Business, for those of you that aren't aware, Google has a tool that they use to identify businesses that exist and where they exist and what they do. And it's basically a profile that you create for your business that provides all of the information about what you do, the services you provide, the hours of operation, pictures, testimonials, reviews, anything that a consumer would need to know or want to know about a business. You can put that information and create that information into a Google My Business page for your business. Now this is really important because it not only provides great information for the consumer about what it is that you do and what services you provide, but it is also essential information that helps you and your business be found on Google search engine. So when consumers are looking for products and services that you offer, your Google My Business page and information is a big factor in what Google does in, as far as ranking and listing and showing you as a result of that search query. So it's really an essential, it's probably the single most important thing you can do as a small business is create a Google My Business page and profile and make it as complete and thorough and optimize that as much as possible, because it's such a key to helping you show up on mobile devices, on maps, and on all searches that happen on Google, which are a lot happen on Google. So it's really important. So hopefully you have a page, you've claimed a page, you've done the basic setup. I'll cover that briefly and show you some examples and give you some tips. But I also want to cover some of the new features that Google offers as well. But first, first and foremost, you want to create a page. We'll get into that. Here are a few features that Google My Business offers. You now have the ability to create a website for free, and they take all the information off of your profile, all the information you've loaded, and they help you create a website, a legit ranking website. So that's a new feature I'll cover. They also have a chat feature. We're finding that more and more consumers will just want to chat with someone before they even call, before they visit the storefront. They want to chat. So Google My Business has that feature. You can also post information. You can post offers. You can post events, activities, great things that will show up in your listing and knowledge graph on Google My Business when someone searches for your business. And they also provide advanced insights, information that you can learn about how people are finding you, what keywords, what devices, what areas. All of that information is available to you to really help you understand and promote yourself online in a very powerful way. On this slide, I've got some information here that is really helpful for you to understand the power of Google. When consumers are ready to buy, they search. They go online, they go on their mobile device, they look for the service, and Google presents to them results. And the higher you are on these results, the more likely they are to engage with you. Consumers really trust Google. They trust what Google is presenting to them. And so the higher you are on the list, the more credibility your business has. And there's different ways in which you can show up. You see that this is a search engine results page I have here. And you'll see that at the top is our ads. So someone is paying to show up when someone searches for Salt Lake City landscaping. There are these companies that are paying to show up there. And then there are companies that are showing up in the local maps section. So usually that's the top 3. And often those are the businesses that are closest to the person searching. So if they're in their neighborhood, they're more likely to show up. But there's other factors that determine how you show up in that as well. And that's driven, and all the information that is there is from your Google My Page profile. Then you have below that map section, you have the organic section. And this is for companies that are ranking for that specific keyword term. And your Google My Business page can influence that. The number of reviews you have, the completeness of your profile, all of that can influence and has an impact on your ability to rank as well. So having a strong Google My Business page is really essential to being found by potential customers online. And so it's really, really important. So let's go through some of the fundamentals. First and foremost, claim your business on Google. Then you want to make sure that you're update. And part of that claiming process, you're typically going to have to go in and add information, and then there's going to be a PIN verification. Google wants to know that this really is you, and you are a legit business. And so they're going to send you typically through the mail a postcard that will have a PIN, and then you have to insert that PIN to finalize the claiming of your listings. Really, really important process. If you're working with an agency to do that, it's important that you communicate to that agency, give them your PIN, make sure that they know that so they can finalize the claiming of your listing, so they can know so Google knows that you are a legit business. Once you have claimed your listing on Google, then you want to make sure you update all of your information and be as thorough as possible. There are it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll walk you through everything you need to do, from your location to your contact information to your hours of operation, anything and everything that is fundamental. You want to make sure that that information that you put in Google My Business is the same information that is found on your website if you have a website. Your name, address, phone number needs to match. That's really, really important. So make sure that you do that. And then you can start building your brand and your identity with images. Take pictures of your storefront. Take pictures of your products and your services. Take pictures of your employees. Take anything that will help a consumer make a decision is great. So be sure to do that. And obviously, if you take any pictures of anyone, make sure you have their permission to share those. But but that's important. And I would add as many photos as they'll allow you to add, but make sure that they're good quality photos. Take time. It's amazing how much a good image will sell. So if you have product images, I would even recommend hiring a professional to take pictures of those products, because they can put them in the best light, and that information sells. You can also do and hire and do a virtual tour of you can hire a professional to come in. If you have a big operation, have a professional come in and do a virtual tour through the images of your office. It's something that's really cool. Consumers like that. They like those photos. It gives them a sense of confidence. So I would say invest in quality images and through professionals if you don't have a good camera. So that's something that will really help your listing stand out. And then talk about events, talk about important blog posts, talk about what's new, press releases, different offerings, different specials. This is a great opportunity for you to spend time here every month with new offers. And those new offers will show up on your listing. So when someone searches for you and what you do, they'll see that offer. It'll be prominently displayed. So it's a good opportunity for you to kind of put promotions out there in front of customers, and be active with your page and with your listing. So constantly be doing these things. We, for example, in our listing, we promoted this event. We promoted this webinar, and every time someone searched Boostability, they would see, hey, we're offering a free webinar on Google My Business. So it's something that you can do. And then also, this is a great way to Google for you to capture reviews and also respond to reviews. You'll want to have reviews. Reviews do matter. They do impact things, and the more reviews you can get, obviously the better. And the more 5-star reviews you can get, obviously the better. And those reviews will also be displayed in your listing. So the more you do, the better job you do there, the better your listing will stand out and is likely to be clicked on by a potential client. One second here, there we go. Wanted to give you, if you are new to Google My Business and you do not have a listing, here is the website to go to, business.google.com/create. And then you'll just put your business name in there and follow the steps. And then you'll see what Google already knows about you, and then you'll obviously want to make any corrections. Again, you want your name, address, phone number to be consistent. And here's how you actually go in and update information. You'll want to find the Edit Info button there. Click on that. Claim your information. You've got to be the admin. And again, just wanted to show you, just give you an idea of how to do this, just to show you best practices for this. Once you've got your information, you go into you go to google.com/business, sign in with your admin account, and then click on Manage the Page. And you'll see all of these things that come up, which you can manage. You can manage your posts, you can manage your info, your insights, which is the reporting, your reviews, any messaging, photos. You can build a website, click on the website feature. You can add users to the account. You can to help you manage that. If you have multiple locations, you can manage the locations here. But this is your dashboard. This is where you go in, and it's fairly self-explanatory, pretty easy to use, step-by-step, how to take advantage of these things. So if there is a feature and a button in here, I strongly recommend digging into it, learning about it, Google it if you need more information, but definitely make sure that you have completed everything you can complete in each of these sections. Google My Business also has a really nice app. It's really user-friendly, easy to use. You can do a lot there. You can respond to reviews via your app. The app, you can manage everything via an app. It's very easy to find and download, and obviously the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, you can find and use the app. It's very user-friendly. I strongly recommend if you have a business, use that app, and Then you can also see what people experience on mobile devices. You can see and optimize the mobile experience that consumers are having as well. So I highly recommend that. So let's talk about what additional things that Google My Business is now offering, and then I'll go into some examples of how to use that, how to dig into that. When you're filling out your profile, another tip is think about what you do best. Think about what you're known for. Think about what sets you apart from the competition. What are the things that your customers rave about? What are things that you want to be known for? What are things you value the most? That's a differentiator. And make sure that is communicated in your copy when you're talking about who you are as a business and your content. Make sure that's prominent. Even in your images, what sets you apart, and feature that so you stand out, you stick out, and people can see why you're different very easily and quickly. What makes you different, and why are you better? So go in when you're creating content and filling the profiles out, answer that question: why are you the best, or what makes you different and better? So insights, I'll get into insights and show you an example of this, but insights tell you where customers are coming from. Are they coming from a direct search where they looked up your name, the business name, or did they find you from they were just searching online and found you from other keywords, other search terms? So you'll be able to see an overview of how visitors find you, which is really helpful. You can find out what you're ranking for, and then you can say, hey, I really want to rank for these things, and it's really, really, really helpful. You can also understand user behavior. So are they finding you and they're looking for directions? Are they picking up the phone and calling you? Is it an organic search? What's happening there? And then you can see also comparisons of how your content, your photos is compared to competitors. One of the cool things, another additional feature that Google My Business is offering is a website. You can actually create a theme, you can purchase a domain, and actually build a website. That's a very simple website, but you can have, if you don't have a website and you want one, this is a great free way to build one. So let's talk about insights here for a minute. So this is what some of the reporting you can see. It's very simplistic, pretty easy to understand. You can see here that in this particular example, again, there was 2,106 searches for this business. The percentage in green came just searching for the business name, and the rest came from searching for things relevant to what they do. And so you can see that organic presence is really, really important. The next thing we see with insights is where customers view your business on Google. So they'll see you either on your listings, what's on an organic search. I showed you that search engine results page. So that organic section at the very bottom, percentage in orange here, those were found in that organic section. And then the map section that I showed you that was in the middle of the search engine results page, most people are finding this business on a map section. So you can see exactly where are they finding you. Is your organic presence growing? Are they finding you on maps? And typically if they're finding you on maps, those are local search queries where consumers are in your local area looking for what you do. What actions are your customers taking? Are they visiting your website? Are they just asking for directions? Are they calling you? Are they chatting with you? Again, Insights gives you this reporting and this insight so you can learn exactly what kind of what behaviors your consumers or potential customers are taking. What actions are they taking? Are they viewing your photos? Do they like your photos? How does that compare with businesses like you? And so you can see that comparison. And again, I really can't emphasize enough to get good professional photos. It's worth it. You can add a website to your Google My Business, and this is pretty ingenious. They basically will take all of your information from your profile, they'll load it up, and you can select themes. You can first of all, you click on the website section that I showed you in a previous slide, and then allows you to begin building an actual website. And so all the steps to do this are fairly simple, pretty easy to do, step by step, and it's amazing how quickly it happens. Again, this isn't the website is professional, but it's very simplistic. It's a very basic website, but it does get you out there. So it's a good place to start. If you're looking to really grow your online presence, investing in a good quality website or updating your website is important as well. But that is something you can do if you're on a limited budget and you just want to get started. Building a website with Google My Business is a great option. So here are some great tips for how to get the most out of your Google My Business account. What are some best practices? I'll just go through these. Make sure that you're using your account regularly. If you move, if you change offices, if you have, make sure you're putting that information and updating Google My Business regularly. It is a very, very important asset and should be treated like an asset. And you want to make sure that you are constantly aware of how consumers are viewing you and interacting with your content. So optimize that page continually. Make sure that you're adding posts. This is really cool, a great feature. I would recommend having a new post every month. What's new with your business? Maybe maybe you're just simply saying, give tips, 5 tips on whatever it is that you do. Post that. If you have any events or offers or products you want to highlight or feature, take advantage of that. That's great real estate. It's great to have. So I would post something new every single month, if not more frequently if you can. Make sure you encourage reviews. This is really, really important in today's world. Consumers value reviews. Search engines value reviews. Remember, the job of Google is to deliver the best results possible to their searchers so they keep coming back. And so they want to know that they're delivering a good quality result for a good quality company so that the searchers find what they're looking for and they're happy with what they found. So reviews do impact rankings. And it is important that you are out soliciting reviews. There are a lot of different tools that are out there that can help you do that. We have a phenomenal tool we call Boost Engage. It's built to help drive Google reviews. It's awesome. If you're something you're interested in looking, we're offering free trials of that at this time. So we'd be happy to help you drive some Google reviews. And then take advantage of the chat feature. This is something that's really neat. That you can offer. Again, we're finding that there's definitely a percentage of consumers out there that want to engage via chat before they do anything else. So take advantage of that. Just a few more best practices and some tips. Again, if you do have questions, we'll be getting to those shortly. I'll be going into the questions section to answer those. So please, if you do have any thoughts or questions you'd like me to answer, please do those via the GoToWebinar questions feature. There are a lot of local guides and Google review influencers in your area. You can connect with them. Respond to all of your reviews, even the bad ones, and make sure that customers can see that you're engaged. That if you have an unhappy customer, what did you do to resolve it, and how did you resolve it? Most consumers know that no organization is perfect, and you're going to have an unhappy customer. But what do you do to resolve that? How do you make it right? And you can do that by responding to a negative review. But soliciting reviews is important. You can also, if there are inappropriate or slanderous, or if you are being trolled, which does happen in today's world, you can report those to Google, and so they can go through and you can dispute those that aren't accurate or fake or false or inappropriate. And Google does a pretty good job of removing those that aren't accurate. But this is an area where I could say that Google could be a little better at managing the review process. There are things that can slip through and that can stick that shouldn't stick, and it's not as easy to dispute a fake review. So keep in mind that it's not a perfect science for reviews with Google, but I do think they will get better at it over time. make sure you don't have any duplicate listings. This is something that we find a lot of small businesses have. A previous worker started a listing and then they moved and then there's another listing, and so you have these duplicate listings. You want to have one listing. Google's gotten much better at helping businesses consolidate listings or delete listings, but you want to have one profile, one page on your business, unless you have multiple locations that are legit brick and mortar locations. If you're working from home, if it's a home-based business, you still need to have an address. You've got to have a physical location. You can get away with not having an address when you claim this, but that's something that's recommended. It just legitimizes your business. For example, if you're a landscaper, you don't have an office, use your home address or use an address so people can see that, yes, you're a landscaper in whatever city you're in. It's just good best practices. It will also help you show up in the map section. Make sure, make sure there aren't any pages out there that should not be out there, that could have been started incorrectly, or you close that office. One listing is really important. Make sure you use the right business category. Google makes it pretty easy for you to select that category, but make sure you haven't, just good to check and see what category you're listed under to make sure that it is correct. If you have holiday hours, do that. Utilize keywords. Usually the keywords you're going to want to use are keywords that are relevant to your business, to specific products. So for example, if you're a landscaper, lawn care is something you would want to use in your content, that you're very good at lawn care or aerating or tree removal, whatever it is that is a feature or a core of your service. Make sure that that is in your content, that is part of what you do and part of the services section of your profile. Because Google obviously sees that, and when somebody searches for lawn care and they see that, hey, XYZ company does lawn care, and the search is coming really close to their area, let's show them in the map section. So keywords do matter, and again, best practices are what is it that you do, and what products you want are your best sellers. What features of those products are really important, and weave those into your content naturally so that Google knows specifically what you do and what you do best. Obviously, you want your listing to be verified. That PIN verification that I talked about, that's standard. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that. A verified listing is important, and verified listings versus non-verified listings will be treated better and will rank better as well. And make sure that your name, address, and phone number is consistent across all of your listings, not just your Google My Business listing. If you're in Bing or if you're in Yellow Pages or wherever you might be, you want your name, address, and phone number to be the same everywhere. That's really important. And then you want your name, address, and phone number to be the same on your listing as well as your website. All of those factors do influence how often you'll show up in the rankings, and so that's really, really important. Now I'd like to spend just a few minutes just talking about some of the things that Boostability does to help you grow your business. These are all free resources and tools. This is not a sales pitch at all. We genuinely care about small businesses and want you to grow, and we have a lot of great content. We've put together a awesome ebook on Google My Business, which is updated because we've written this for the last 3 years, and we've constantly been updating and keeping pace with all of Google's amazing changes that they're making. So we have an ebook that I'll share a link with you that you can download. We'll also email that to you. It's free. It's full of advice, how-tos, tactical information on how you can get the most of your Google My Business page. It's absolutely free. We provide a lot of SEO training. There's a lot of SEO that you can do on your own. There's some fundamentals and some basics that you can do that make a big difference. So we provide SEO training. We provide a lot of training on Google. What is Google doing? What are some best practices that will help you show up higher on rankings? And then how to respond to reviews. We also have great content on social media, on websites, on anything and everything online marketing that can help your business grow. So it's on our website. It's in the Boost You section of our website. So if you visit boostability.com/boost-u, you'll see You'll see the page looks just like this. You can select whatever information it is you'd like to learn about. If it's Google, if it's SEO or PPC, any feature you'd like to learn about. We have videos, we have training materials, ebooks, webinars like this that are shared there. A lot of how-tos to help you grow your business. And again, it's all free. So please take advantage of that. A lot of great information. A little information goes a long way in online marketing. A lot of common mistakes that we see small businesses make with their online presence can be avoided by just getting a little training, getting a little information. So I really encourage you to do so. At this time, we've got some great questions that have come in, and love to answer those questions. Again, my name is Kelly Shelton. I'm a VP of Marketing with Boostability. I tweet every day on things that will help small businesses grow. So if you'd like to follow me, I'd love to have you follow me on Twitter at KellyShelton32. I produce a lot, I tweet a lot of good content, and I write a lot of good content that I'd love to share with you. So please follow me there if you're interested. And then you can see the URL there to download the free Google My Business guide ebook that we've put together. So now I'd like to jump in and answer your questions. And we've got a lot of great questions here, and in a few minutes here to answer them, we should be able to get to most of them. How often do you receive updated information on insights? Is it once a month? Is it yearly, etc.? You should be able to get information on insights every month. You'll see, but every week you can look at it every week. I think it's a real-time report, but I would recommend logging in and looking at your insights every week to see what's changed, what's happening, and then make it for sure every month so you can see how things are comparing from last month to the previous month. But the information is as my understanding, is real-time. It's really, so you should be able to check and see exactly how you're performing. Thank you for that question. Get to the next question here. The other question here is, how do I dispute a fake review on Google My Business? There is a feature in the review section. So you go to the review section in your dashboard, and then when you click on the review, you can let them know that it's a fake or spammy or false review. So you notify them. They don't typically respond to those and tell you, yep, we got this and we're looking into it. So there's not, things go dark and you don't hear a lot of feedback from Google. But then, you wait a few days, and if the review is still there, you know that they didn't remove it. But that is the one way to remove them. If you want to escalate it, you can escalate it. You can try to reach out to a Google representative and see what they can do for you. But it is a fairly hit and miss process, which I do think will get better from Google. But that's how you can do that. Okay, I've got another question here. Can you briefly go over your tool for helping a local business? So we, obviously as an SEO company, let me make sure I've got for helping business increase Google reviews. Okay, so I'll specifically go into the tool about helping increase Google reviews. So we have a tool called Boost Engage, and essentially what it is it links into, we integrate with your system or your CRM or your payment system, or just simply provide you the tool. And so when a consumer transacts with your business, the tool will send a text message or an email to that customer soliciting a review. And so that is then linked to your Google account. So if the customer is happy, they click yes, that says please leave a review. They click on that, it goes right to Google and to Google's interface, and then allows them to leave a star rating and any comments. So it's really, really convenient. You're reaching a customer. You can send an email to customers to solicit that. You can send a text message to happy customers. You can send that to them right after the point of sale. So we've made it very, very easy and seamless for you to reach a customer and make it easy for the customer to quickly leave a review. We found that text messages, the response rate, and the reviews that we get from people that receive a text goes up tremendously. And then we have a dashboard that allows you to go in and see all of your Google reviews and respond to them and interface with Google. It's a really slick process. So again, one, you can text people at any time. If they're a customer, you can email them at any time, and it'll give them links and instructions on how to leave a review. And we can integrate with a payment processor. We can integrate with your CRM. We can integrate with your email provider, all very seamlessly to help you be able to deliver that at any given time. And that's called Boost Engage. Another question here is, how is Google My Business different than other Google resources like Analytics and Search Console? That's a great question. Google My Business is designed to help the small business have greater visibility online. Google Search Console is tied into your website. It gives you information on all of your website, your rankings, any issues that you might be having. It allows you to manage particular code and features and tags, all the kind of things that you'd want to do to optimize and enhance your website can happen through Google Search Console. And then Analytics is primarily about to provide you information on the traffic that is happening to your website. It also gives you insights into any pay-per-click campaigns you're running, so you can see where your traffic is coming from social media, from direct, from organic. And so Analytics is more of a here's the performance of your website. Here's how your website is performing on the web. Search Console also provides you that kind of some performance information, and then allows you to manage your website. You can also get notifications from Google. So if Google says, hey, we noticed this on your website, you need to fix this, that happens through Search Console. So they're great tools, Search Console and Analytics. They give you insights into the performance and health of your website and help you manage your website a little more effectively. Google My Business is your business profile, your business listing on the web via Google, and that's the main difference. You can get insights, you can run pay-per-click campaigns through Google My Business and link those two together and have all those linked, but that's the difference. It's a really good question. Another question is here, I'm trying to get into google.com/business to change the picture that shows up, as it is a year old and has people no longer with our business. I cannot find anywhere to edit those pictures. That should be in the you need to make sure you're logged in as an admin, one, and then there should be a section that allows you to go into remove and then add pictures. This is something that I'll respond to offline as well. It's kind of hard to explain on a webinar, but great question. I'll definitely provide you, you can email me at kshelton@boostability.com, and then I can provide you some personal attention here to make sure that you get those pictures updated. And I encourage everybody, if you've got old pictures, this is a great chance to update them and make sure that they're accurate. Okay. Looks like that is all of the questions that we've got up to this point. Really appreciate everybody for participating today. Hope they found this information valuable, and hopefully you'll join us for our next webinar. We do these as frequent and often as we possibly can to provide free educational information to you to help you grow your businesses online. Thank you so much for participating and for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.